Pencil eraser down to the nub. It's all right. What in the hell am I missing something? Next week I have to look at it. Why is it not on that schedule like that? Baseball. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll do softball, baseball, softball, baseball. Yeah, okay. I'm down. Yes, please. And welcome back here to Parsons. We're just underway. Lady Blue Comets softball winning big in game number 1, 26-0. Game number 2 just underway here. Taylor Thompson gets a single to start off the game, facing Adams, the pitcher here. And here we go to Riley Donovan, the center fielder. This second game steps up and ready to go here with a runner on and no outs just underway. Game number 2, ball 1 to her. So it will be Taylor Thompson, Riley Donovan, and Kara Drake, the first three up here against Adams back in the circle. Heisey, her battery mate behind the dish. Woodman at first, Lancaster second. Springs short, Munoz at third. That's up high on the inside for ball number 2. Out in the outfield, it'll be Bador in left, Ortiz in center, and Myers in right field for the Lady Vikings. It's 2-0 here to Riley Donovan to start. The Comets exploded for 11 runs in the first inning of game number 1. Trying to start that feat here again in game number 2. She's got 3-0 to Riley Donovan to start off. So Kara Drake, the winning pitcher in game number 1, will be the first baseman in game 2. Stand on deck as Coach Hernandez shakes up the lineup in this one. That's ball 4 and runners now at first and second for the Blue Comets. So here comes Kara Drake to the plate. Runners at first and second, no outs. Blue Comets looking to start it off here in the first inning like they did in game one. And the pitch as Adams steps in on the way. Outside, ball 1-2. 1-0. Kara Drake back in, ready to go. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. On the inside, can't catch the corner there. Now 2-0. So that 2-0 count. Kara Drake right back in, ready to roll here as Adams delivers. That's in there for a strike call. And it's going to be low, and the runners will go on the double steal. And it's now 2-1 here to Drake. So runners in scoring position, second and third here as they both move up. Drake ahead 2-1, standing in. Outside 3-1. So that 3-1 count. Drake looking to get on for Maddie Thompson, had one heck of a first game. 3-1 to Drake on the way from Adams. It's going to get away from Heisey, the pitcher, or the catcher. And the wild pitch is going to bring the run in to score 1-0. Lady Blue Comets lead it early. Donovan goes over to third. Drake on first with a base on balls. So back-to-back base on balls here by Adams. And runners now on the corner for the Blue Comets as Maddie Thompson comes to the plate. Maddie will be moved behind the dish to play third here in game number 2. And Adams delivers high, ball 1. Maddie checking in with Coach Hernandez down the third base line. Coach Jacket down the first base side. 1-0 to her as she steps back in. And that one's going to get away from Heisey as it's low, and the runners will advance. And it'll be a 2-0 ball game here on 2 quick errors on the wild pitches, bringing in the runs, and it's 2-0 Lady Blue Comets. And it's a 2-0 count here to Maddie Thompson at the plate. As Drake now over at second. As Thompson stands in, ready to go. That one's going to get away from Heisey on the inside and allow the runner to get over to third. And it's a 3-0 count here to Maddie Thompson. Rachel Jacket waiting patiently on deck for the Blue Comets. Maddie T back in. The runner over at third. Trying to get a quick 3-0 lead here before we get a first out. Thompson back in. Down the third base line, and it's a foul ball. 3-1. Maddie T with that 3-1 count. Stepping right back in, ready to go. Here's the 3-1 to Maddie T. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2, making it full. Maddie swinging for the fences right there. We'll get a piece of it. Maddie right back in. Full count on the way from Adams. Fly ball into shallow left field. Nice job there, Spriggs. At the shortstop position, comes off the dirt to make the play behind third for out number 1. So coming to the plate now, Rachel Jacket. She'll play shortstop here in game number 2. Still over third is Kara Drake. And Adams ringing it. Whoa, up in behind. That's going to get away from Heisey. And another error on the wild pitch brings in the run to make it a 3-0 ball game. Jacket 1-0. So now 3-0 here, Blue Comets in the first. Still only 1 out. Jacket stands in. And Campbell on deck. Rachel ready to go pitch to her. That's going to be a little runner on the hands and just get over the pitcher's head, Adams, and it'll be an infield hit for Rachel Jacket. So the Blue Comets, another runner here with 1 out. Second hit of the inning for the Comets. That brings up Campbell. She'll be playing the catcher here in game number 2. Campbell now with 1 out and a runner on. Outside corner, call strike 1. So Adams finding that outside edge there and getting a call. 0-1 to her as Eubanks on deck with only 1 out for the Lady Comets. Oh, that's going to hit her. And hit by the pitch. And runners now at first and second for the Comets. Eubanks right fielder here in game number 2. Stepping to the plate now. All right, runners at first and second, Blue Comets. Here in Parsons up 3-0 here at the top of the first. Catching that outside corner to Eubanks, calls strike 1. All 1 to Eubanks. His runners sitting in ready to jacket at second. Campbell at first. That's low. Heisey staying in front of her, but the runner's going to be able to advance as it gets away from her. So jacket now at third. Campbell over at second. It's a 1-1 count here to Eubanks at the plate. Lady Blue Comets trying to get 2 wins here in this doubleheader. 1-1 Eubanks underway here. 3-0 in the first. And that was going to be foul ball. 1-2. Emily will be the pitcher for the Blue Comets here. Sophie on deck for the Blue Comets. KB Babcock, the right and left fielder, in the hole here for the Comets. Only 1 out. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. Ooh, just a little bit low for a 2-2 count. Eubanks 2-2, steps right back in. And a pitch from Adams. Swing and a miss, and it's going to get away to complete the strikeout, but getting down to first as it gets behind. So it is a down to first here for Eubanks. Strikeout, but it gets to first. The run does come in. Campbell now goes over to third. 4-0 ball game. Blue Comets lead it here. Into the first. Here comes Emling to the plates. So Emily coming up, first pitch, that's going to get away off the top of Heisey's glove, and coming in to score is going to be Campbell on the pitch. 6 errors, 5 runs for the Lady Blue Comets. Ball 1 here to Emily. So now runner over at second is Eubanks. It takes off there on the wild pitch. 1-0 to Sophie's back in here. Pitch on the way to her. Up high outside, 2-0. KB on deck with only 1 out here. 2 outs here, sorry, in the inning. As Emling standing in. Foul ball, heads up over there. It's now 2-1 to her. I only have 1 out here. I don't know. All right, so we'll see. I got 2-1, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be high. 3-1 to Emling. Runner moving over to third. So now scoring position here. Emling, 3-1. So taking her time, ready to go. Emily checking in with Coach Hernandez down third baseline, getting some foul balls in. Standing over at third, Eubanks. The Comets lead at 5-0 here in the first here to start off. As Heisey fixing some equipment there behind the dish. She's ready to go now. And Emling comes right back in with a 3-1 count. Adams looking for that second out here of the inning. To the plate. High inside. 3-1. To her. Oh, that was ball 4. I thought I had a 3-1 count there. Ball 4. All right, so now runners on the corners here, and Coach Chibi going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. As Blue Comets now lead it 5-0. Runners on the corners. KB, Corey Babcock ready to come to the plate here. She'll go down and talk to Coach Hernandez down the third base line. There's a little bit of wind picking up here, so I think old Larry's going to get the jacket on. All right, so the meeting on the hill is over. And everybody get back out, or in the circle, I should say, is over. Heisey back behind the dish. Here comes KB to the plate, the number 9 hitter here in the first inning. And she'll come to the plate now. With runners on the corners and 1 out. KB ready to go. First pitch from Adams on the way. Outside, ball one. 102er. We've got some chilly weather moving in here tonight and through tomorrow, folks, and expected to play Blue Comet baseball in Girard. So unless something just changes, don't think we'll get that in, but we'll see everybody at Blue Comet's breakfast with the coaches on Saturday. That's low. John Heisey staying in front of it, keeping the runner over at third. It's 2-0 to KB. We'll have Coach Hernandez, Coach Murray, as well as Coach Alexander, the Lady Panther softball coach, joining us on Saturday at breakfast with the coaches. Swing and a miss there by KB. 2-1. Top of the order due up. Tater Thompson standing on deck. Blue Comets only have one out here as they put 5 on. We got runners at second and third as Imling moves up. No throw there to second. And scoring position. Here's the 2-1. High fly ball in the infield. Going to get out into shallow left field. The shortstop Spriggs behind third base will make the play for out number 2. So top of the order, Tater Thompson coming up. So have runners at second and third here. And Tater started off the game with a single and scored that first run. So we'll stand in here. Trying to drive another one. Bring in a couple more runs. Here's the pitch from Adams. Outside, ball 1-2. So 1-0 to Taylor. Thompson going to drive that out into center field, right out in front of the center fielder. Bounces out in front of Ortiz, gets away from her. 1 run comes in. Here comes 2, and it's a double there for Thompson. And she'll drive in a couple of more as Lady Blue Comets now lead it a 7-0 ball game here in the first. And here comes Riley Donovan to the plate. So Riley comes in. She had a base on ball, scored a run her first time up. Only 3 hits, bringing in 7 runs with the 5 errors. Make that 6 errors by Parsons. Hasn't helped her cause here. Riley Donovan, 2-0 to start. Drake on deck. Here's the pitch to her. That's catching the outside corner for a strike call, 2-1. Kara Drake on deck for the Blue Comets. As Donovan stepping back in with a 2-1 count, trying to bring Thompson around from second. Play a little add-on here in the first. 7-0 Lady Blue Comets, top of the first inning. On the inside, gets off of Heisey's glove into the backstop. It's now 3-1. And over to third goes Thompson. As Donovan will step back in now with Thompson over at third. Here's the 3-1 to her as Adams has the sign she likes and the pitch. That's a runner right back up the middle there, and couldn't knock it down. The second baseman is a Lancaster, misses it, goes out into center field, turning the corner there. Going to second is Donovan, and she'll be in there as a run comes in. Thompson comes in to score, making it 8-0. And Riley Donovan now over at second. Another hit for the Blue Comets. All right, so looks like we may get some changes here because Chibi's going to come in here and have a chat with the umpire. We're going to get some changes out in the field, maybe even in the circle. We'll see what he decides to do. And we'll take a 1-minute break. Back at the studio, Blue Comets lead at 8-0. We got a pitcher change on the way, it looks like. 2 outs in the first, Z95.3. Go ahead and play another 30 seconds. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Come on. That's all right. We're back here, and we get ready some changes out here. We're going to be making them out here on the field for you. Munoz is going to come in from third and go now to the pitcher position. Adams will come out of the game. Brown will go from the DP, and now we'll move out into a right field for the Lady Vikings. And Myers will come from rights, and now will be your third baseman for the Lady Vikings here. As we're still in the first inning, Blue Comets lead at 8-0. Got runners at second for right now, as Drake will come to the plate. Kara Drake going to come up here and try to continue an inning as Munoz comes in. And she will now be the pitcher. And facing Kara Drake here for the first time. She reached on a base on ball, scored a run. First pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike call. Runner will take off and go to third. Will Donovan as it gets dropped by Heisey behind the plates. Strike one to her. 0-1 with Maddie T on deck. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to hit Kara in the elbow. She's hit by the pitch, so runners on the corners. And here comes Maddie Thompson to the plate. Maddie flat out to shortstop, her first time at the plate to work in the count full. 2 outs and runners on the corners. They come in here and get some RBIs. She had 7 or 8 RBIs and 4 doubles in that first game. So here she is here in game 2, 0-1 at the plate to start off this one. Munoz, first pitch, high fly ball out into a right center field, and it is Ortiz coming over. And if she can't make the play, coming in to score from third is going to be Donovan. Drake is going to stop there at third. Standing in there at second is Maddie Thompson with another double on the afternoon. As Drake will go to third, another run comes in. It is a 9-0 ball game for the Lady Blue Comets here into the first. Here comes Rachel Jacket to the plate for the second time in the inning. And she'll come up here with runners at second and third in scoring position as Jacket comes in. And the pitch on the way to her. Munoz. It's up, it's up, it's up. People not paying attention go get hit with one. They'll pay attention next time, I guarantee that. All right, so here we go. Jacket to foul ball. 0-1. Ready to go. After the foul ball. On the way. That one's going to be a shot out into right center field, and that will get all the way to the fence. That'll clear him off. Maddie coming around from second, headed to second, and standing in there. It's a 2 RBI double here for Jackets. So Rachel brings in 2 more, and the Blue Comets now leading by a score of 11-0 here in the first. As Campbell comes to the plate for the second time, bases Jacket over at third. I'm going to throw in, here comes Campbell. She was hit by a pitch and scored a run her first time up playing catcher, and that one's low, and another error brings in another run here as Jacket comes in on the wild pitch. 12-0 ball game here, 1-0 to Campbell at the plate. So that clears him off, making a 12-0 ball game here as Campbell stands in 1-0. Still in the first inning, 2 outs. The Comets with a big lead. That's inside, ball 2, 2-0. So 2-0 to her. And getting her swing at that one. Campbell going after the low one there. And it's swinging and a miss, 2-1. So that 2-1 count. Campbell stands back in, ready to go. And the pitch on the way here for Munoz. That's low for ball 3, 3-1. Eubanks will be on deck for the Blue Comets. There's a game number 2, starting out pretty much game number 1. 11 runs in the first in game number 1. They got 12 here in this one. And Campbell, 3-1 counts. Foul ball, heads up. Back behind us, and that's a foul ball, 3-2. So now the payoff pitch now with a chance to get out of this inning here without any more damage. Campbell steps back in. Munoz looking to get that third out for the Lady Vikings. Here's the pitch on the way. And that is ball 4. So base on balls here. And coming to the plate is going to be Eubanks. She'll come up and actually struck out, but got away from the catcher there and was able to beat the throw down to first. So steps to the plate here and was able to score a run. So step up here for the second time playing right field. Runners over at first is Campbell reaching on a base on balls. 12-0 lead here, Lady Blue Comets, top of the first. Eubanks. First pitch to her, outside, ball one. One 0 to her with Emling on deck. Comets looking to make sure they get 2 wins here today with another big first inning. That's up high. It's now 2-0. Eubanks, 2-0 to her. Settles right back in. And the pitch coming. That's a shot out into a left field. Left fielder there is Bedore. She'll come up and she'll make the play to finally end the inning here for the Lady Vikings. But the Lady Blue Comets, they bring 15 to the plate, 16 to the plate, so they get 6 hits. They'll leave 1 on, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Blue Comets lead at 12-0. Spriggs, Munoz, and Bedore come to the plate. We come back. Blue Comets softball, Z95.3. Alrighty, the Blue Comets ready to go here into the bottom half of the first inning and win a big 26-0 in game number 1 and on their way to game number 2 here, already out to a 12-0 lead to start the first inning. They'll face Spriggs, Munoz, and Bedore, the first 3 up here. Against the new pitcher will be Emling. She'll pitch game number 2 here for Coach Hernandez squad. So Emling in the circle, Campbell behind the dish. It will be Drake at first, Taylor Thompson at second, Rachel Jacket at short, Maddie T over there at third base, Corey Babcock at third, Riley Donovan in center, and Eubanks will be your right fielder for the Blue Comets. Here we go as Emling, first pitch on the inside, Steve right call. So Emling starts off with a strike, and Spriggs stands in the shortstop for the Vikings. Sends that one foul, long foul, over to the left side. Got a piece of that one, but looking maybe straighten it out here. She's down 0-2. And Spriggs, Munoz, and Bedore, the first 3 up here, as Sophie Emling in the circle. 0-2 on the way to Spriggs. That's low for ball 1. 1-2 count. So Emling back in the circle there on the rubber, ready to go the 1-2 on the way to Spriggs. High fly ball heads up behind us. Foul ball. 1-2 remains the count here to Spriggs. So after the foul ball there, it stays a 1-2. Munoz now the new pitcher. Standing on deck, here's Emling. That's a shot at the shortstop, and it'll get out into left field just to the third base side. So it's a single here for Spriggs to start off. So they'll start off with a hit here in the first. So runner on as Munoz comes to the plate. The pitcher trying to help her own cause with a runner on and no outs. Munoz steps up here. And Emling ready to bring it to the plate. Low for ball 1. Campbell stay in front of it there. Not letting that get behind her, let that runner move. So now it is a 1-0 count to Munoz. Munoz standing in and the pitch. Low, ball 2. Emling just letting it go just a little bit early here, I think. Trying to get that pitch to stay down, but she's letting go of it just a little bit early. See if she can get it up here. 2-0. Munoz, she steps back in. And once again, low there. Campbell doing an excellent job staying in front of those low pitches. It's now 3-0 to her at the plate. Bedore, the left fielder, standing on the on-deck circle. So 3-0 to Munoz. Pitch on the way. Emling. Ball number 4. Runners now on first and second here after a four-pitch walk by Emling. So Lady Blue Comets put the first 2 on. Here's the right fielder Bedore. Left fielder Bedore made the third out there. Finished the inning for the Blue Comets. She'll step in here. Runners at first and second. No outs. As the Vikings trying to make some noise here in the bottom of the first. That's in there for a strike call now. Sophie found that pitch she was looking for there. 0-1 to her with Myers on deck. Bedore back in 0-1. And Emily looking for that first out. Swing and a miss, so it's 0-2. So that 0-2 pitch. Emling looking to get that first strikeout. Here's the pitch. That's a shot right back up the middle. And going to get her at third on the force. And reaching onto the fielder's choice is Bedore. She'll get over to first. Munoz now over to second. Spriggs is out on the 1-5 for out number 1. So runners remain at first and second here with 1 out. Here comes Myers. Started off in the right. Now the third baseman after the switch in the first. And Emling to the plate. That's in there for a strike call. 0-1. Looks like Myers is looking to maybe slap one somewhere. So we better be ready over at first. Kara Drake. As the lefty stamps right back in the 0-1 tour from Emling. He's trying to lay down that bunt down there and they'll swing through. It's a foul ball, 0-2. Just got a piece of it. So Woodman will be on deck here with 1 out. And the Blue Comets looking to get this second out here. As Meyer steps back in, the 0-2 on the way. Ooh, just missed on that one, 1-2. Could not get the call. So the 1-2 count, Myers right back in. And here's the pitch from Emily. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That is a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Out number 2. So the second out, as Woodman, the first baseman, comes to the plate here. Another lefty. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's Emling with the pitch. Low ball 1. 1-0, Heisey. Lancaster behind her, but 2 outs. Here's Woodman. Steps right back in. And Emling ready to bring the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it gets underneath Campbell there. But it looks like maybe she got a piece of it for a strike call. Calling a foul ball, 1-1. Woodman trying to move him around here with 2 outs. Got runners at first and second. He's got Bedore over at first, Munoz over at second. Here's the pitch to her. That's in there for a strike call. 1-2. Nice pitch there by Sophie. And let's worry about this runner here at the hit. Let's worry about the hitter. Don't worry about those base runners. Let's get out of this inning here. 1-2 to Woodman. She steps back in. Emling to the plate. High. Couldn't get her to chase the rise ball. 2-2. That's a big rise ball. That rose way up there. 2-2 now the count. It's Heisey. Woodman steps back in, choked way up on the bat, looking to slap one down. Here's the 2-2. That's a little runner out there, and it's going to go foul ball. Campbell almost picked it up a little too soon there, but it is a foul ball. So it stays 2-2. I think she might have got her down the line. Campbell was on it pretty quick, but the 2-2 on the way now from Emily. Steve Wright call for the third strike, And that's 2 strikeouts to wrap up the inning here for the Blue Comets. They get 1 hit. They'll leave 2 on. No errors for the Blue Comets. We'll go to the second inning. Coming up for the Comets, Emling, Babcock, and Thompson. When we come back, Blue Comets lead it 12-0, Z95.3. All right, we're back here ready to go to the second inning. Lady Blue Comets lead at 12-0, winning game 1, 26-0 here in the run rule fashion. And looking to do so here, got to play some add-on here in the second inning as Emling would come to the plate. She had a good first inning of pitching, and she had a base on balls to start off the inning for her in the first inning, or her first at-bat, I should say. She did score a run. Corey Babcock will be on deck for the Lady Blue Comets, and then Taylor Thompson, the top of the order, will come to the plate here as we go to the second. Blue Comets brought 16 to the plate in inning number 1, getting 12 runs on 6 hits and 7 errors. Helped them out to get those 12 runs. But here we go with Emling coming to the plate here to help her own cause to start off in the second. Facing Munoz, the pitcher for Parsons here this afternoon. Emling ready to go. First pitch. Oh, that's a nice pitch. And that's called strike 1. Sophie back in here with a 1 count to her. Steps right back in. She sees another pitch like that, she'll drive it home, I'll tell you that. Here's the pitch. And now it's going to be a foul ball. Oh, nice play by Heisey behind the dish. Catches up with it. Gets out of her crouch quickly and catches it in foul ground. So Heisey making a great play behind the dish for the Lady Vikings for out number 1. So here comes KB to the plate, 0 for 1, flat out to short her first time up. Stands in here now, ready to go against Munoz. For the first time, she'll see her in this one. That's a shot right back up the gut. KB sends it out into center field. Center fielder Ortiz can't handle it, goes right through the 5-hole and to the fence. Here's KB on her horse. She's around second and will get into third, standing up. She'll have a double and an error on the fielder. Makes her reach third on that one. So Lady Blue Comets continuing to hit here. Put the runner over at third for Taylor Thompson coming to the plate here in the second. Taylor, single, double. Let's have a triple. That's going to be ball 1 to her. Triple, home run maybe. Let's see if we can get old Taylor to hit for the cycle here before the end of this one. She's got a single and a double, scoring 2 runs, 2 RBIs in that double earlier. 1-0 to her to start off. High fly ball here on the infield, and the shortstop Spriggs coming over towards second makes the play. Out number 2. Out number 2. Here's Riley Donovan to the plate. Riley, 1 for 1 with a base on balls. 2 runs scored as well as Riley steps up to the plate here. And over at third is KB with 2 outs. High ball 1. Kara Drake on deck for the Blue Comets. She's been hit by a pitch and a base on balls. We're 2 times up, scoring a couple runs. She's over first in this game as Donovan steps right back in. That's a shot, and it'll get out into left field as it gets over the shortstop's glove, and it's an RBI single here for Riley Donovan. So she's on first with an RBI. Another run comes in, 13-0. Lady Blue Comets lead it now. As Kara Drake comes to the plate, her third time at the plate today, been hit by a pitch and a base on ball. She's got a runner over at second. Donovan will get to second there on the throw in. All right, so Drake stands in here. And a nice job, Heisey, to knock it down, but good running out there by Riley. She heads over to third. 1-0 to Kara Drake at the plate. Maddie Thompson on deck here with 2 outs. Blue Comets putting up 1 run here in the inning, making it 13-0 here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way from Munoz outside. And it's now 2-0. To Drake. And Munoz back in the circle, ready with the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Keeping a good look down there at Riley Donovan standing there at third. She's been some good base running to get herself over to third, so they're probably definitely keeping an eye on her. And Drake now 2-1. Munoz to the plate. Fly ball out into left field. Backing up on it is Spriggs. Coming in on it is going to be Bedore, and she'll make the play for the third out to there in left field for the final out for the Vikings. But the Lady Blue Comets do get the 2 hits. They'll leave 1 on, and one error brings in 1 more run. It will be a 13-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the second. Heisey, Lancaster, and Ortiz, the first 3 up when we come back. Blue Comet softball, Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the second inning. Lady Blue Comets lead at 13-0 here, and it will be Emling back in the circle. She had 1 inning of work. She gave up 1 hit and no runs to the Lady Vikings in her 1 inning of work, throwing 22 pitches. She had 3 strikeouts and a base on balls. 2 strikeouts, I apologize, and a base on balls. And we're going to get... I'm going to make sure Eubanks is out there in right field for Lady Comets, it looks like. Coach Hernandez making that call there. See what they put out there in right. As Hernandez it's going to be Lewis. I'm sorry, Jordan. All right, Jordan will be out there in right now for Eubanks. So Jordan will now be in there. And so here's the pitch from Emling to start off. And that's just misses for ball 1 here to Heisey to start her off. So Heisey 1-0 was Lancaster on deck. And Ortiz in the hole the first 3 here against Emling. 13-0 Lady Blue Comets in the bottom of the second. And that's outside. Now 2-0. That 2-0 count. Coach Tebe was down the third baseline, sending the signs out. And Shebe ready to go as Heisey stands in. His catcher now ahead 3-0. That 3-0 count. Heisey trying to start it off and be the second inning here for the Vikings. Get somebody on him. That's in there for a strike call. 3-1 from Emling. Giving that 3-1 count here. Back in goes Heisey, looking to get on here to start the second for the Vikings. In the pitch. Oh, wow. Wow. No call there. Base on balls. Whoa. Second base on balls. Here comes Lancaster to the plate. Lancaster comes up here, the second baseman for the Vikings. They got a runner over at first, and Emling looking for that out here. Swing and a miss for the strike one. 0-1 with Ortiz on deck. Lancaster coming back in. And Emling, the 0-1. That's up high, 1-1 to count. Sophie, ready to go here as a runner over at first. That is Heisey. And in comes the pitch. Oh, nice pitch there as it is Lancaster swinging through that one. 1-2. So let's get this first out here. Maybe get a double play ball. Here's Ortiz standing on deck. 1-2 to Lancaster. She steps back in. And Emling ready to go with the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for the strikeouts, and that is out. Number one, another strikeout. That's number 3 for Emling here into this one. So coming to the plate now will be Ortiz, the center fielder. 1 out. Ortiz steps up with a man on. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And Heisey looking to take a big jump there at first. And Campbell thought about throwing down there, but no throw. 0-1 to Ortiz. As Emling back in the circle, ready to work to her. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Quick throw down there to first as Drake holding her on as Heisey. Ready to run there at first. She's 0-2 to Ortiz. Here is Emling. Let's get her at the plate. And just getting a piece of it. That's a foul ball. Staying alive. She thought she missed it, but she did get a piece of it, and it is a foul ball. So she'll come back in here with Ortiz, 0-2 to her. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the strikeout for back-to-back strikeouts from Emling. And that'll be 2 outs here on the 4th strikeout. Here comes Brown, the DP. Started the DP, now over in right field with a runner over at first. We'll step in here with 2 outs, trying to move her around. Emling looking to get out of this inning. And we got a stoppage in play here for a moment. The umpire have a little equipment issue out here in the field, I think, and so we're trying to get that handled here, and then we'll be back to action here shortly. So it is a 13-0 ball game here in the bottom half of the second inning as the Blue Comets win game 1 big, and they're looking to do that here in game number 2. Right now they got 2 outs. Here comes Campbell over. She's trying to help out the umpire here. As you can see this on the live stream. This is going to be going viral before too long, I'm sure. But a good job by Campbell to get him unhooked up, get his book out there. So now we're ready to roll. Making sure we got everything right here on the lineup. We should be good. That's what I got. I got Brown coming in. She did come in, and she was the DP. And then they moved her to the right field position, so she's in the right spot here. And Coach Sheeby, make sure the umpire got him right, and he's happy. So is the umpire. So we're ready to go here. All right, with Brown stepping up. And 2 outs and a runner over at first. We're ready to play ball again. Here's Brown stepping back in. Ready to go. And Emling, first pitch to her. Up high, ball 1. So the 1-0 counts Brown. To get something started here for Lady Vikings as high as the over at first. Ready to run. Swing and a miss on the rise ball. 1-1 to Brown. 1-1. And Coach Hernandez with instructions from the dugout over there. It's 1-1 here to Brown. She stands back in. Here's Emling. That was a shallow fly ball out into center field, and right there for the out is going to be Riley Donovan. She'll make the play for outs number 3. That'll do it here for the Lady Vikings. They do get No hits. They'll leave one, and no errors by the Lady Blue Comets. Coming to the plate will be Thompson, Jacket, and Campbell. Lady Blue Comets lead at 13-0 going to the third on Z95.3. All right, we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of, or should say, to the third inning. It will be Maddie Thompson, Rachel Jacket on their way to the plate. Campbell coming up as well for the Lady Blue Comets. And the only game of the week here scheduled for the Lady Blue Comets this week. And we're going to be expected to play some ball games coming up for baseball on Friday, but not going to get that in. Our next scheduled game here, we are planning on doing softball in Paola. And then on the 12th, we'll do baseball in Fort Scott for that 1-1 there. Then on the 16th, we'll go back to Fort Scott and do the Fort Scott tournament with the Lady Blue Comets softball. And then back home on that Tuesday, I do believe, for the home game against Lebec County for baseball. That's kind of the way the schedule is going to look here for the next couple for Blue Comet Broadcasting here on Z95.3 on the home for the Blue Comets. All right, we're ready to go here. And it will be Maddie T back to the plate. She's 1 for 2 at the plate today. And I think she's hit I don't have enough fingers to count all the doubles she's hit if you count the last one in the last game. So here we go as Maddie T starts it off. And this one, that's a shot out into right field, and it will get down and off Brown's glove, and it's a single for Maddie T to start off. So the Blue Comets getting a single start off. Here's Rachel Jacket to the plate. She's 2 for 2. She's got a single, a double. Looking for more out of Rachel here to drive her around. And the pitch from Munoz. That's a shot, and that's going to get out over the left fielder's head and all the way to the fence. Coming around there at third is going to be Maddie T. She's on her way, and that's going to be an RBI double for Rachel Jackets. And the Blue Comets now lead it by a score of 14-0. So back-to-back hits for the Lady Blue Comets here in the middle of the lineup. Produce another run here to make it a 14-0 ball game. Here comes Campbell to the plate. She's been hit by a pitch, and a base on balls her 2 times up. So now with the runner over at second, and that is Jacket. Here comes Campbell to the plate with no outs. And Munoz ready to bring it in here. Pitch on the way. Oh, just out in front of that one, and a Steerack 1 to her. 0-1 to her as it will be Jordan on deck for the Lady Blue Comets. As it's 0-1 to Campbell, she stands in here. And that's low for Munoz. It's going to get away from Heisey, and it'll be a 1-1 count. And going over to third is Jacket. The Blue Comets now. A chance to put that run number 15 across the board here with no outs. And get out of here with another victory and double them up here today. 1-1 to Campbell. She's looking to bring in that run. Munoz back in the circle, ready to go. Here's the 1-1 to her. That's low for ball number 2, 2-1. 2-1 counts. Munoz ready to go. She comes back in. Campbell standing in, trying to bring Rachel Jacket off at third. That's a shot, and it'll be into a shallow left field, and it'll get down. And that's an RBI single there for Campbell as the 15th run does come in here for the Blue Comets. So the Blue Comets now lead by a score of 15-0 here on the RBI single by Campbell. Third hit brings in the second run. So Campbell over first. Here's Jordan at the plate. First pitch. Ball one to her. Riley Jordan ready to go with a 1-0. And a runner over first is Campbell. Here's the pitch. Riley swinging at that one. It's going to be a strike and get away from Heisey, allowing the runner to move over to second for Campbell. So it's a 1-1 count at the plate here to Riley Jordan. So Jordan checking in with Coach Hernandez down the third baseline. 1-1 to count to her. Emling on deck with no outs here in the third for the Blue Comets. They lead at 15-0 right now. Munoz to the plate. That's a ball. 2-1. So Riley Jordan coming in to play right field here after the first inning for Coach Hernandez. Now at the plate, 2-1. That one's going to go over to the left side, and it'll get into foul ground. Foul ball, 2-2. So 2-2 to her. And I love Coach's survival skills over there. Just stand there and hope she doesn't get hit. That's awesome. So it's 2-2 to Jordan as she steps back in, trying to move the runner from second. And, oh, that's a foul ball. Just staying alive there is Riley. 2-2. So Riley trying to get a piece of it here, trying to bring a run in as Campbell stands over at second. 2-2 to Jordan as she's back in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a runner there, and that's Spriggs coming down on it in a long throw across, and can't handle it at first. She is safe at first after the drop by the first baseman. The runner goes over to third. That's Campbell. So reaching on the air by the first baseman is Eubanks. So another error on the ball game here for the Vikings. And then puts runners on the corners with Sophie Emling coming to the plate. Nope, coming around to score. She did come around to score. Did not see her come in, did Campbell come around to score. So it's 16-0. Thought she was still over there at third. That one's going to go out into left field there from Emling. And a nice play there in foul ground by Spriggs, who comes from shortstop into foul ground and makes a play on Emling. That's a good play there by the shortstop. Out number one. So here comes KB to the plate now with one out, and a runner over at first there is Jordan. So KB back to the plate here. That's a shot back up the middle, and will Spriggs catch up to it? As she does. I don't know if she'll scoot it there. Nice job to get it to Lancaster on the little scoot pass. Fielder's choice to Babcock. And getting her to second on the 6-3 scoop for out number 2. And Babcock will be over at first, coming to the plate here. Taylor Thompson will step up here in the third. 3 hits have brought in, and 1 error, or 2 errors have brought in 1 run. We're going to get a pinch runner. And got a pinch runner there, courtesy runner going there for Babcock over at first. So stepping in there's Taylor Thompson. She's 2 for 2 and 2 for 3 on the day. Heads up over here. That's a foul ball into foul ground. Heisey caught up to one of those earlier, but not that one. And it's strike 1 to Taylor. 16-0 ball game. Lady Blue Comets with the lead. Here in the top of the third, Thompson with an 0-1 count, a runner over at first with 2 outs here in the third. Munoz standing in, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. So Taylor Thompson now. Checking in with Coach Hernandez down the third baseline. That's a sign she likes. Now ready to come back in. See if she can move that courtesy runner over off of first. Don't know who that is. She's wearing a Corey Babcock sweater, so I can't tell the number. That's a shot that's going to get out into center field down in front of Ortiz. She'll knock it down. And it's a long single for Taylor Thompson. That's her 3rd hit of this ball game. 4th hit of the inning. Here comes Riley Donovan back to the plate. She's 2 for 2 and a base on ball, scoring 3 runs and an RBI in this ball game here today. As Riley steps back up here, trying to increase the lead. Pitch on the way. That's a shot out into a right center field, and it will get down. Coming around to score the courtesy runner, making it a 17-0. Here's Taylor Thompson. She will make her way over to third, and Riley back in with another double. And the Blue Comets continue to play a little add-on here in the third inning. With another hit, makes it a 17-0 ball game. So here comes Kara Drake, the ninth hitter, to the plate. 0 for 1, hit by pitch and a base on balls. Her 3 times up. That's up high. Runners in scoring position at second and third for the Blue Comets. One 0 to her. And the pitch. That's going to be low, and that'll get behind. And Thompson going to come in on the wild pitch for the score. Going over the third is Donovan. And another run comes in, makes it an 18-0 ball game. So it is now a 2-0 count here to Kara Drake at the plate. To runner over at third is Donovan now, as it's 3-0. Drake right back in here with 2 outs. And Munoz trying to get that final out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a strike call, but it's going to get to the screen. Tater Thompson's going to come in to score, or Donovan's going to come in to score. And it'll be a 20-0 ball game here, as that's a strike call there. It's a 3-1 to Drake. So the base is now empty, as we're at 19-0 here into the third. And Drake standing in with a 3-1 count, and now it's ball 4. So 2 outs here as Kara goes over. Here comes Maddie T back to the plate here in the third. And Maddie coming up here for the second time in this inning. She is a 2 for 3 at the plate today with a couple of runs scored. Going to get a courtesy runner. That's going to be number 3. That'll be Lewis coming in on the courtesy runner there. For Drake. So Lewis comes in. She's a courtesy runner here for Drake as Maddie Thompson steps back in here into the third. And 19-0 lead for the Blue Comets. Going to continue this third inning here with 2 outs. Maddie, high fly ball. Going to get out into shallow center field. Ortiz coming up, and they're not going to be able to get there. And it's a hit for Maddie. And runners now at first and second for Rachel Jacket. Rachel coming to the plate. She's 3 for 3, scoring 3 runs, and a chance now to play some more add-on here for the Comets in the top of the third. Jacket standing in, first pitch low. It's going to get away from Heisey. And it's ball 1. Runners will move up. Second and third now. Ball 1 here to Jackets. Campbell will be on deck for Lady Blue Comets. Lady Blue Comet catcher. 1-0 to Jacket. She stands in. Munoz to the plate. Just inside, missing now 2-0. 2-0 count to her. Jackets. With runners in scoring position in second and third. Chance to get a big hit here. Staying away from that one. Heisey gets away from her, but no runner advance. 3-0. Gets it back out to Munoz. And it's 3-0 here to Jacket. So Rachel ready to go. And Munoz bringing it to the plate. That's a shot. Heads up over there. That's going to be a foul ball on the left side. 3-1. That one got out of here in a hurry. Rachel ready to step back in. Munoz back in the circle. The 3-1 to her. Ball 4, loading them up for the Blue Comets. So the base is now full of Lady Blue Comets. Here goes Sheeby back to the mound here. He may be making another change here as it's 2 outs late into this third inning. And right now it looks like Munoz may be coming out of this one. I don't know. She's giving up the ball here to Coach Sheeby. So we'll take a 1-minute break and come back and see if we got a change in the field. Blue Comets lead at 19-0 in the top of the third. Z95-3. Hey, we're back. My bad. And we're back here, and it is a 1-0 count here to Campbell. She stands in with the runners in full of base paths for the Lady Blue Comets. That's in there for a strike. Now 1-1 count here to Campbell. All right. Over at first, you got Jacket Thompson is at second, and Lewis, the courtesy runner, over at third. It's a 1-1 count here to the catcher Campbell. Campbell running down the third base line. It's going to be a foul ball. Knocked down by Coach Hernandez. Good play down the line there, Coach. 1-2 to her. So 1-2 count now as Campbell comes back in here. And Munoz to the plate. Just missing there low. 2-2 count. So 2-2, they'll try it again here. Bases full, no place to put her. Campbell steps back in here trying to drive one and put a few more buns on the board here for the Blue Comets. Here's the pitch. That's up high. Heisey has to go off the top of her glove. It's now full count. So 3-2. Eubanks will be on deck for, well, that will be Jordan, I'm sorry, stepping into the on deck circle here. And the payoff pitch from Munoz. That's in there for a strike call, and that'll do it here for the inning on the third out. But the Blue Comets get to 6 hits. They'll leave 3 on, and a couple more errors, bring in a few more runs. It's a 19-0 ball game as we go to this bottom of the third. Spriggs, Munoz, and Bedore on their way in. See if the Blue Comets can wrap this one up here and get a double win here today on a Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the third inning. And the Blue Comets looking to wrap this one up here. And will be Sophie Imling back into the circle for the Blue Comets here. She's had 2 good innings. She's thrown 4 strikeouts on this one and 2 base on balls. She's only thrown 29 pitches in her 2 innings of work. Coming in here to try to wrap it up here into the third for the Blue Comets as they lead it right now 19-0 as it's starting to get a little chilly here at Forest Park in Parsons here this afternoon. Top of the order will be Spriggs, Munoz, and then will be Bedore, the first 3 up here against Imling. Spriggs started off the game for the Parsons with a single, and this one's going to be fouled off the end of the bat for strike 1. So 0-1 to her. Pitcher Munoz on a deck for the Lady Vikings. Spriggs standing in here with an 0-1 count. Imling after the foul ball, bringing it to the plates. That's a fly ball out into left center field, and it will get down in front of Donovan. She'll come over there and cut it off, and it's a single, back-to-back singles here for Spriggs in the ball game for the Lady Vikings. So coming to the plate now, Munoz reached on a base on balls back in the first to put the first 2 on to start the game for the Vikings. So standing in now, ready to go, Munoz. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 to her. 0-1 to Munoz. Bedore on deck, no outs. Munoz stands back in the 0-1. That's up high, 1-1 to count. So 1-1 to her. Checking in with Coach Shebe down the third base line. Back in she goes with the 1-1 count. And Imling to the plates. Looking at maybe bunting her way on, and that is a low for ball 2, 2-1. Campbell taking a look down there at first. Briggs gets back in. No throw down. Drake holding her on. So here's the pitch. Emling on the inside goes 3-1. That's Rachel Jacket over there at first. They move him around. Jacket's over at first. Donovan over at short now. Foul ball back to the screen here. It is a full count now. So full counts at the plate here to Munoz. Looking for that first out here as Emling delivers. That's a shot right back up to Guts, and it'll be down into a center field. And now they'll get it back in here quickly, but it is a base hit for Munoz. She gets it right back up the middle here. So runners on first and second on back-to-back hits for the Vikings. Here comes Bedore, reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. And now runners at first and second once again here. She steps in for the second time on the third. And Emling picking fly ball out into a right center field, and it is and it's almost a great play there by the center fielder, and it's going to get down. Here comes the throw in, and it'll be a single, RBI single here as Sprint comes around to score. Going over to the third is Munoz as Bedore gets the RBI single to put him on the board and make it a 19-1 ball game here. And Myers will come to the plates now with runners on the corners. So they put a run across here, still no outs. And Myers steps away from that one. It is ball one. So they put a run across here on the Lady Blue Comets here in the third. And runners on the corners threatening once again with only no outs here. And Emling with a 1-0 pitch on the way. Trying to lay down the bunt is Myers, and it is a foul ball, 1-1. So Coach Sheeby coming down to have a little chat with his hitter here. She's trying to lay down a slap shot or lay down a bunt, and I think he's telling her to lay down that bunt. You're pulling yourself a little too far towards the line there. You got to stay with it a little bit longer, commit to it before you pull yourself out of there. And that's probably what he's telling her right there. She comes back in. Here's Myers. 1-1 is the count, and Emling delivers. That's a foul ball. It's 1-2. So we need one out here. Not any more damage being done here for Emling in the circle. As Myers right back in with a 1-2 count. Use a strikeout right here. Here's the pitch on the way. That's low. And Campbell has to get away from her. Munoz is going to come in and score on the error by the Lady Blue Comets this time to make it a 19-2 ball game. A wild pitch, and going over to second is Bedore. 2-2 the count at the plate. Myers stands in, and Emling will deliver. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That is out number one, and another strikeout number 5 for Emling here. So that'll be Woodman come to the deck plate. She's 0 for 1. Got a runner over at second there is Bedore. Woodman struck out her first time up to end the first. We'll stand in here now, ready to face Emling with 1 out. And laying down a nice little bunt out front. It goes off the plate for a foul ball, 0-1. So the 0-1 count. That's going to be low for 1-1 now to Woodman. Away from Campbell there, and now it's about Bedore to go over to third. So runner score position at third now. And with 1 out, Woodman stands in with a 1-1 count, trying to bring in that third run here for the Vikings. That's up high, 2-1. So Emling, 2-1 counts. With Heisey on deck. Brings it to the plate to Myers, or to Woodman. That's low, now 3-1. So that 3-1 count, Sophie Emling definitely doesn't want to put another runner on here with the runners on the corners as they're threatening here in the third. That's in there for a strike call. That'll run the count full, now 3-2. Nice pitch by Sophie. So 3-2 now to Woodman. And Emling in the circle, ready to go. Here's the pitch. D-Right called for the strikeout and got her looking. Good morning, good afternoon, good night on that strikeout. 6 strikeouts on the game. Here's Heisey coming to the plate. Reached on a base on balls her first time up. And she's done a pretty good job behind the dish here for Lady Vikings. She had a few get behind her, those wild pitches. But has done a pretty good job back there for the Lady Vikings here today. So here we go as Heisey stands in, and the pitch. It's going to be over to the left side and out of play. Strike one. So in foul ground, strike one to her. As Heisey comes back to the plate now, 0-1 count. Lancaster on deck if Heisey can get on. 19-2, Blue Comets looking to get that third out, get out of here. Well, they had 2 wins today. That's up high for ball 1-1-1. So with a 1-1 count, Heisey right back in, looking to extend the inning. Got a runner over at third, chance to bring her in here with a pitch. And that's going to get away from Campbell. And back to the screen, no runner coming in, and it's now 2-1 to Heisey. Sheeby keeping this runner down there at third. Campbell spotted it quickly and got to it. Might have been a close play at the plate, but Dorr stays at third. 2-1 to Heisey. And the pitch coming. This low for ball call. Now 3-1. Quick throw down there to third, but Dorr right back in. So Heisey now 3-1. Stepping back up. And the lefty. Ready to go from Emling. That's in there for a strike. Full count. Full count. So Sophie looking to finish it up here for the Lady Blue Comets with a 3-1 count, or full count. So the payoff pitch on the way here to Heisey. Just a little bit low for ball number 4. So runners on the corners here now for the Blue Comets. So that'll bring up Lancaster to the plate. She struck out her first time up. She'll step up with runners on the corners, 2 outs. Bottom third, 19-2, Lady Blue Comets with the lead. Lancaster ready to go. So is Emling. Here's the first pitch to her. Swing and a miss, 4 strike 1. 0-1 to her. Ortiz on deck for the Lady Vikings. So 0-1 to Lancaster. She comes back in after checking with Coach Sheeby down third base line. Emling to the plate. Staying away from it, low. Ball 1-1-1 to count. So 1-1 to her, Lancaster. Trying to continue the inning here with 2 outs. Got runners on the corners. Emling trying to end it. Here's the 1-1 now goes to 2-1. No runner over there to second. Heisey staying over at first. As Lancaster 2-1 stands in. And Sophie Emling looking for her spot here. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss out in front of that one. Now 2-2. Good pitch. So 2-2. Lancaster stepping back to the dish. And back in the circle goes Sophie Emling. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for the strikeouts. And that'll wrap it up there as they do leave a couple on. The Blue Comets win it 19-2 here on game number 2 to win them both to go to 5-1 on the year for your Lady Blue Comets. Nice win here for Coach Hernandez's squad. And a good job here by Sophie Emling to get the win here in game number 2 as Drake got the game win in game number 1. All right, we're going to send it back to the studio. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap this up as Lady Blue Comets win and Blue Comets win on Z95.3. Piece of crap. I fucking hate this phone system, I swear. Piece of fucking shit. I fucking hate this son of a bitch. Yeah, man, just, where you at? You got some commercials playing or something? Just go back to music? Okay. Well, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'll do something real quick. God blessed piece of... Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of technical difficulty here getting back into the studio, wrapping it up. Lady Blue Comets win it big here, 19-2 in Game 2 to get the double win here today. Big wins for the Lady Blue Comets here, especially in the SEK action against rival Parsons here this afternoon. A nice win for Coach Hernandez today, as we will talk to her about these two games coming up at the Breakfast with the Coaches show on Saturday morning. And the next game for Lady Blue Comets will be on April the 10th. That will be in Paola. We're planning on covering that game for them, and so we'll be there for it. We're expected to play baseball in Girard tomorrow. Don't think that is going to play because the weather is just going to be absolutely terrible tomorrow. So unless something changes, we'll get that out there for you. But Twilight McMillan post-game wrap-up show. Lady Blue Comets 19 runs on 14 hits, 5 left, 2 errors on the ball game. 2 runs, 3 hits, 5 left, and 10 errors for Lady Vikings here into this one. But the Blue Comets win at 26-0 and 19-2 in 2 games here in Parsons Day. Big wins for Coach Hernandez and her squad. All right, that's going to finish it up here for us, folks. We're going to send it back to that great classic mixed music here on Z95.3. Zach making it sound good back in the studio. We'll let you know about the baseball game tomorrow. I really don't think it's going to happen. We'll be back for Saturday at Breakfast with the Coaches, so definitely on from the Caddy Shack at 10 o'clock. So have a great night, everybody. Zach making it sound good back in the studio. Thanks so much for that. And we'll see you guys for Larry Moore Guys Show tomorrow morning. More Blue Comet Sports on the way Saturday, and then next week here on Z95.3. Have a great night, everybody. We're out. Bye-bye. All right, man. Cool job, man. Yeah, I'll let you know about tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen. The rain, the weather's just supposed to be absolutely terrible tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll be about 4:30 for one game, so about like today, but we're only going to do one game. Sounds good. All right, man, thanks. Bye.